So, what you said you would play this map over and over and over again. You're not a big fan of Cold War zombies. What?
I don't like any of the other maps.
What things about this map sold you on it?
That it's original.
True. Okay.
So my big issue with D Machina was that it wasn't completely original. Like, you don't need to use a part of a different map. Like, that wasn't... Anyways,
I think it just didn't bother me that much because if you, like, Knock just doesn't play that big of a factor. That guy's turned. Yeah. Knock doesn't play a big factor in it, so I feel like if you remove Knock, D Machina would still play the same.
But it wouldn't, though, because then you wouldn't have that penthouse area.
I guess that, well, also, I guess, yeah. That's above of Knock. It's kind of like
but you
Blood
have to,
versus Mob, that type of thing.
Exactly, but you have to go through Knock to go there, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's, like, my issue, is that that's a, like, integral part of it. There's literally a part for the stupid die or whatever.
Yeah, that's inside of Knock, yeah.
Yeah, in there, okay? So most people spend most of their time in there when they're playing it for high rounds. So I think that's just with me, like, you could have made an amazing map without using anything from an old map.
Yeah.
You could have used inspiration, but you used literally the map of the old one. That was all there was in that map, was that stupid fucking building. So, like, why? You know what I mean? Anyways, that's just my opinion. I know that a lot of people don't agree with me, but that's my opinion. And that's okay, because I'm not, like, real zombies YouTuber anyways.
I think so.
I just hang out.
We made zombies content, so I mean...
It's fine. I don't care. I hate you. It's fine.
I like to think we're part of the community. I mean, we play maps day one, we play Easter eggs day one, we do post zombies videos on the occasion, like ranking stuff. There is a couple of ranking videos I have in mind to make.
Yeah, I feel like myself personally, I feel like I'm kind of like outside of all of that, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. Anyways, so for me, one of the big, like, turn-ons for this, for me, is that it's, like, original, right?
Original through, yeah.
Yeah. I do like the whole, like, you have to have Klaus come through and do things for you, and I like that you have to take, like, a black light and go find stuff. It's, like, very hunty for me, and I like that. I like to go the hunt and go. Because, I mean, the bunny, right? We didn't know where the fuck the bunny parts were until somebody told us.
Oh, I never sent us to the... It's not like we needed it. I just realized I never sent us to that Easter egg.
Well, I said, are we going to do that? And you're like, no. So I was like, okay.
Oh, I probably didn't even hear the question correctly. I had the full idea to do it at some point. I just wanted us to be more prepped for it. And then I never sent us in there. Oh, well.
Anyways, I like that. Similar to the coffin dance, but isn't the coffin dance, like, easier to do?
Coffin dance is much easier and much better rewards. Like, Coffin dance, you just shoot, I think, 4 lights in that pack-punch room, and then it sends you in no enemies, and you're guaranteed jug every single time, and then potentially a good weapon on top of that. Yeah. While as the bunny one, like,
it's
obviously...
based on chance.
Chance, and a lot of times the rewards you get are shit.
Yeah, but I kind of like that, though, because then you're not overpowered really easy from the start, right? Like, getting Jug at an early level, if it's tier 5, that's, like, kind of make or break. For me, anyways.
Yep.
So, I like that. I like the bunny one better anyways, because there's actually something to do. Like, don't get me wrong, I liked watching the zombies dance. I thought that was pretty fucking cool. But, like, I don't know, I like this just better. I just do. I think that, like, you know, the zombie dancing thing, like, what did that have to do with anything? You know what I mean? Like, but the bunny is obviously the bunny, so we know where the bunny comes from. Bunny's an important part, but I don't know, I just am, like, particular, I guess. I feel like this one I could play, like, time and time and again, and I can do it differently, and I actually have a training spot that I feel comfortable in, which is really good for me because I have a really hard time, like, training, or, oh god, you left me here, didn't you?
I ran out of ammo, so I'm training right in front of you.
I was like, you douchebag. There's ammo over here if you just want to swoop through real quick. I don't know. There's just, like, there's a lot to this that I feel is, like, very different from the other 2 maps of this series. I feel like the boss fight is really difficult and challenging, and it's interesting, and there's, like, a whole other antagonist, and it's not just like, you know what, I think you should fight Orda. I think you should.
I think you should.
Like, it's not just like, fight the big stick man. We don't want to fight the big stick man anymore. I'm sick of fighting the big stick man. I really am. I don't want to fight the big stick man anymore.
I feel like this map kind of combined everything in Cold War into one and made it work.
Yeah.
Like, this map has... It's got a similar, okay, so... It's got a great wonder weapon,
yep.
beam-esque wonder weapon like the Ray K, but it's got the ease of access to that wonder weapon like the Die Shockwave.
Yep.
The Easter egg is fun and replayable like D Machina.
Yep.
But kind of more complex, like Firebase Z's. The boss fight is challenging like Outbreaks, but the rest of the steps aren't tedious like Outbreaks.
Yep.
Like, it takes all the pros from all the maps and Easter eggs, but none of the cons.
Exactly. That's exactly what I mean. I find a really hard time putting into words, like, how I feel.
No, totally
stuff.
fine. I was just curious.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I just wanted to hear your thoughts.
Great. I like that there is a above ground, on ground, and lower ground thing, too.
Versus D Machina, where it's just above. Well, there is kind of an up, but
like, yeah, I mean, the up, like, we're up in fucking buildings, ziplining and shit, and in D Machina, you're like, let me just run up this ramp real quick, and then go sit in this little fucking box area.
It's got good verticality.
Yeah, and you go downstairs, that's fine, and it's like, but it's like really little. This is like expanse for me. I don't know if there's actually a difference in the sizing or if that's just my perception of it, but to me,
they made it look bigger.
Yeah, exactly.
They used spacing very well.
Yeah.
Areas feel larger.
And he did.
Yeah, no, I agree with everything and more. It's a fantastic map. It's got a wonder weapon that will be remembered forever. Oh my
god, okay. You know how I feel about wonder weapons. Usually I'm kind of like meh about it. Like the Ray K, don't want to use it. The Die Shockwave, don't want to use it. Don't like either of them. Literally, this one's really cool because, you know, it has those like upgrades like the Die Shockwave does, where it's super cool like that. But it's not really like the same. Okay, then. Give me just a second. To me, it's like, it's the same thing, but it's kind of different, where, like, we don't have to, like, oh my god, oh yeah, I see that, thank you. Can you, like, get off me? Thanks. Walk me for 2 seconds? Thank you. Like, I don't have to go hunt around the map for parts to this. Like, it's like, if you want the free one, it's in the safe. Not a big deal.
Yep.
But if I want to get an upgrade for it, I just have to kill some zombies. Look at this. I find these on the ground all the fucking time.
Yep.
Like, if I just want a different version of it, and I mean, that helps save ammo, too. Like, it really does. So... That's
my favorite thing. One, just because it's the coolest wonder weapon, so I'm happy about it. But that's my favorite thing about everyone calling this the Cold War wonder weapon, is you legitimately cannot put this in another Call of Duty and it'll work. Because there's no drop system.
Yep.
This wonder weapon can only be used in this game. If this wonder weapon comes back as a remaster at some point, or like a reference, that game has to have the same Cold War drop mechanics.
Yep.
Like, you can insert the ray gun into any game, the thunder gun into any game. You can insert the staffs into any game. Oh,
for sure, yeah. Okay, can I get that?
Yeah, I'll grab it, yeah.
Thank you. Like, please, I need to just run around and grab some ammo and stuff. I'm running. I'm running at my truck stop. Sorry.